checking some audience already join in the Zoom. Can I start this event today, Miss? Mbak Feb, mulai ya aku. Good morning. To start this event today, we have good news, and for this event we will proceed. I would like to say welcome to our visiting lecture today, Miss Toybayeva Shara from Almaty University of Power Engineering and Telecommunication in Kazakhstan. And I hope this visiting lecture will give model beneficial and significant implication in our education, especially in the development of student quality as a friendship between university partners. And I will share about schedule today. First, we will listening presentation by Miss Tobia Misara and continue with Q&A session. And in last session is a closing, and then we have a documentation with our audience and a speaker for documentation. In addition, I would like to express my gratitude and thanks to Miss Sarah for participating in our visiting lecture program. And then, we will start for this event today. First session, we have a presentation by Miss Sarah from Almaty University. Yeah, for Miss Sarah, you can start this class today. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. It is seen?
Yes, visible, Miss.
Okay. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to present a lecture on this topic, problem of automation of enterprise quality management system. Just 1 minute. Okay. This in a creation to quality management systems, next QMS, it's the main task of any enterprise in modern requirements of expansion of competitions due to its transformation into a global basic of such and opportunities of the enterprise to be in the market meeting to system of the world level. Development of the QMS systems for the enterprise is a labor intensive process which requires the cost of financial, technical, organizational, and informational resource. For the companies and enterprise of Kazakhstan too, implementation and automation of QMS is a condition for entering the world market and is an indicators of competitiveness. The main goal of any enterprise is competence, quality improvement, and accountly profit, which depends in the external and internal improvement in the enterprise. The economic potential of Kazakhstan is directly related of the development of business, and the management environment affects the efficiency and effectiveness in the of the enterprise. By joining the WTO, Kazakhstan has intensified competition between the enterprise in order to occupy its niche in the market and strengthen its position, which requires putting more quality products of the market than can satisfy the end consumers. The enterprise adapt to change in the external environment, which determines its organization components of management, which include many links or units classified by appropriate strategies, relationships, and documented requirements. The relevance of the term is associated with the need to first. It is solving the important and the stage problems of in-depth scientific research of quality management in the digital economy, arising from the relevant state programs of the government of the Republic of Kazakhstan and the world, ensuring the competitiveness to domestic enterprise that impose higher requirements to the quality of products and service. Next, need to improve the performance of automated quality management systems. Saving resource. It is a human resource and time resource when processing voluminous QMS documentation. The number of publications in the Thomson Reuters information database of the query quality management covers production and doubled in the period 2005 to 2020 and remains stable at the archived high level, which indicates the relevance of the research topic. Visually, the relationship between the datasets can be seen in figure 1, where the size of dots determine the frequency to use of the term connected by lines indicating the relationship between the phrases. Several it's color coded datasets were obtained. Four areas of research related to the concept of quality management are identified. It is industry detection, ISO certification, quality management, and quality management in the health, car, and water and air quality. Next slide. This the sign, the beginning in 2002, the organization design and implementation of QMS of organization in Kazakhstan has been noticeable stringent in the field of quality management. The resolution of Prime Minister of the Republic of Kazakhstan on fast rearrangement of enterprise according to ISO standard were adopted, therefore to achieve the set goals in the country proper material and technical support, normative and methodological base for the implementation of international standard has been created. The regulatory framework to the Republic of Kazakhstan include 36 state standards. Their international ISO standards were taken as a basic and adopted as state standard of the Republic Kazakhstan. The development and implementation of standard is part of the standardization plan of the Republic Kazakhstan, each where in the field of management. On the figure showed Kazakhstan companies and organizations along which leading enterprise in the world, according to the analysis of data for 2021, the number of certified companies was 503 organizations. The result of the study of ISO 101 shows that the Kazakhstan enterprise in the world ranking on the implementation and certification of the QMS take 74th place. Integration of management systems is an objective necessity. Design and development of such a management systems can be attributed to deep improved projects, which is aimed at improving the operability of the overall management of the organization. The business improvement, the business is environment is constantly changing, and managing change to adapt to an unclean future and the challenge that requires resilience, the ability of the organization to serve, adapt, and maintain business sustainability in the face of high rates of change. Let's highlight the main areas that are possible to automate of the enterprise. It is document management, document archives, a plan of the work of the organization, planning, and quality management. Heterogeneous and business process oriented organization often duplicate information in information systems. Automation of enterprise requires a large expenditure of both time and investment. When the system is formed and meets the requirements to ISO standard, it will not provide evaluation and prompt processing. It of large amounts of information relate of the operation of the organization. The required information is not fully and timely transmitted to this or that process. As a result, approved decisions will mostly not be quite adequate, and this issue can be solved only in an automation system. It is a fundamental importance that quality management not only requires the use to automation tools, but is also perfectly suited to for their application. The provision of ISO 800 series standards are based on the modification of enterprise information flows, which make it possible the development and application of replicate in a sense standard software. Enterprise in Kazakhstan certificate quality is the organization as an important business strategy. With the development of information technology, a problem has arisen in the obsolescence of traditional methods of data management on the compliance of quality management. In the field of organizational systems management theory, it is Russia author Burkov Vladimir considers models of management of organizational systems as well as methods for solving management problems. In his work, the basic mechanism of management of organization systems are given examples of the design of complex management mechanisms, as well as mathematical models of the theory of management of organizational systems, and their application are presented. Is also paid to the complexity of calculation to solve to the problem of optimal control of the in the model of functioning of active systems. We study effective methods to decision making. We give examples on control problems using paralleling decision algorithms. The conceptual and methodical foundation of research in the field of control systems are present in theory Burkov Vladimir. And in slide a review of research in this area. And we shows the problems by quality management. The analysis of software for automation enterprise quality management systems, their advantage and disadvantage allowed us to establish that they mainly automate document management. Among them, we can highlight Business Studio, which has some functionality for QMS. However, this software cannot be used because of the strict binding to the server and integration only with software Microsoft Visio and Word. Several problems can be singled out which quality management specialists face when using such static management systems. The first problem is unproductive use of work time. The managers have enter the same data several times to collect data from different source and combine into single reports. Second problem, it is lack of real-time relevant information. It takes some time to distribute and update information through the organization. The data updates slowly in the system, and in order to provide an accurate assembly in the situation. The most recent change in complaints data must be processed. The third problem is limiting access to accurate analysis. Facility management release on managers to perform surveillance of what is going on the facility, since the managers themselves are not quality managers. They really on the later to analyze and present day, they can understand and read. It takes a lot of time to create reports, terribly slowing down the feedback process. The fourth problem, preparing monthly reports for most business, is the duplication of data. When calculating data, it takes time for managers to submit reports to servers. Fifth problem, it's communication with employees is not effective. Creating communication with employees and trading people is very time consuming. Quality managers spend a lot of time on compliance issues without focusing on other activities. Sixth problem, lack of database of documents information, and as a result, no automated decision support system. Lack of prompt notification and response to the fact of deviation of the values of the planet indicators. Next slide. This slide shows the proposed structural diagram of the enterprise automated management and control system. There is a quality management systems of the enterprise, which includes the object of management. It is enterprise. This and auditors and performance indicators of the enterprise. It personal, production and business process. Quality management systems influence the performance indicators of the enterprise, shows the improvement of production and business process, and can be included in the indicators in the form of access performance indicator of the QMS of the enterprise. Its QMS process is carried out by the staff by means of documents, information, and periodic assessment of the fulfillment of staff obligations, taking corrective and preventive actions, and their follow-up. This process is very time consuming and distracts the personnel of the enterprise from their main work. Consider possible methods for automation QMS enterprise management and developments of enterprise quality management automation systems. It is input data XT are received in the control object, available for viewing by decision makers. The control object it is enterprise, has the following process: main process, control process, measurement and improved process, as well as supporting process. Each of the process contain indicators for quantifying the performance of the enterprise quality management. Here, ZT is positive perturbation, which provide for the use of models calculating of assets quality indicators of enterprise quality management system for ranking of significant process indicators and calculation of enterprise QMS performance, and statistical controllability of the enterprise. Quantitative indicators derived from intuition expert. Just 1 minute. Oh, just 1 minute. Excuse me. Okay.
Yes.
Excuse me. Так, we continue. That ET is determined the parameters of quality assessment. The information about the current values goes to the control systems with the help of fuzzy multiple model. This and is intelligent management of production process. The control systems expert a control impact this UT of the control system of a recommendatory nature. The output PT is an assessment of the enterprise performance. In recent years, the development of systems based on intelligent control has been noted. The main direction of development of these systems is the use of fuzzy logic, fuzzy seeds, fuzzy modeling, and next slide. Okay. In contents to the computer system for collecting and analyze data on the quality of enterprise process, considers above the following methodology for automate management of enterprise quality management systems is based on intelligent automation systems, which includes 3 modules, is proposed on the basic of the study. The first is calculation of assessment indicators of quantitative assessment of the performance of the quality management of the enterprise, along to the automate the process of making management decisions for the next stage of monitoring. Second basic studies is monitoring and visualization of manageability of quality management enterprise process based on its graphical representation in relation to its average, lower and upper limits, allowing to ensure statistical manageability and stability of enterprise. The third is based on the information obtained, fuzzy multiple models of intelligent management of production process are built, representing the dependence of process quality on their characteristic using two productive from of their representation. It's this slide in algorithm of the automated quality management systems. Okay. The development of a methodology and algorithm for quantitative assessment of effectiveness of the quality management systems of the enterprise. Quantitative metrics are required to conduct to the analysis to improve the enterprise quality management systems and assess the effectiveness to the enterprise QMC, considering the peculiarities of the object of automations as an organizational systems. It's Burkov, Vladimir. The well-known method, weighted average, can be chosen and adapted as such a tool. The adaptation of this model begins for QMC with the justification of the choice of the access indicators of the first level for the enterprise. For example, you can choose suitable for most manufacturing enterprise evaluation process indicator E1, 2, 3, 4. It's a main process, control process, measurement, analysis, and environment process, and supporting process, which improved significance coefficients alpha, which are shown on the slide. The business process indicators is calculated with the formula 1. Next slide. According to the quality plan, the management of the enterprise should conduct periodic monitoring and analysis of quality management. According to the organizational structure, the heads of departments act as express of the enterprise in questions. Quantitative metrics are required to conduct the analysis to improve to quality management of the enterprise and assess the performance of the management, quality management of the enterprise. Given the peculiarities of the object of automations as an organization systems. As such a tool we can choose and adapt to well-known method, weighted average. Here is the algorithm of QMS performance evaluation. To the value of QMC performance indicators is proposed to be appreciated for the performance quality management systems value, which is determined by the formula in block 7, where UE is this value of the is parameter of first level, and this is a parameter, and alpha, it is weight of the E parameter of level 2. The algorithm takes into account the indicator of complaints, weight of complaints of each expert in 5 blocks to calculate the group expert assessment. Next slide, we can indicators. In the proposed innovative models involves transition to new methods of planning and automated management of the QMC of the enterprise, an important resource of the enterprise in the knowledge accumulated and obtained of the process of activity. We use ontology. Ontologies are used to represent systems, abstractions of information systems, and form representations of subject areas. The main purpose of ontology is define the formular semantics and secret knowledge, combined with excellent forms of storage and representation for perception. The following is a decomposition of process indicators by significance, factor value, as well as conceptual graph of business process based on the ontological approach. Its indicator value R1 of R14. It is that main process indicators, and it is expert evaluations, and we coefficient of significance. It is for expert evaluations. It is a significance. Yes, all its factor value, as well as a conceptual graph of business process based on the ontological approach. It's this. The main purpose of ontology is to define the formula, the formal semantics of certain knowledge combined with excellent forms of storage and presentation for perception. Ontology is visually represented as an oriented graph. The vertices of which are process and process metrics, and the edge as a relationship between them. The root node on the graph is a basic concept of enterprise quality management. The ontology of basic concept is defined as a hierarchical structure of concept definition connected by the relations, composition, aggregation, and alternative choice. The composition relation as a relation reflecting the property of community for child concepts, and obligatory presence of the child concepts in all instances of the parent concept, denoted by the symbol star. It is star. It is a composition, and relation aggregation is a relation reflecting the property of the community, and the optional presence of the child concepts in instance of the parent concepts, denoted by the symbol plus. It is a aggregation, and relation alternate choice, the relation reflecting the variability to child concept, and the optional presence of its presence in instance a parent concepts is denoted by the symbol tilde. This RE, it's a relation alternate choice. Here we can see which to the process is more significant, and which of the process we should look at more carefully. The table shows the gradation of performance quality management systems values according to the Harrington scale, which allows to take necessary actions in relation to quality management depending on the value of the performance QMC indicator, PQMS. Okay, the following is a model for accessing the statistical management ability of the enterprise QMC process, and an algorithm for constructing a control map. Statistical process control SPC has been widely used to predict process performance, analyze behavior, and monitor enterprise process. The control maps are a graphical model of the process flow, the mean, lower and upper limit. This it is limits in the process. Fluctuation are within the upper and lower limits. Then the process is statistically controllable and stable. It is otherwise the process is uncontrollable and unstable, which characteristic is predictable. In there we see algorithm of building a control card. This, and we use to control card that in the statistical controllability of enterprise quality management. Next model, the application of fuzzy logic theory to the analysis of quality management system provides an opportunity to obtain fundamentally new models and methods of analysis of this system. Fuzzy logic is a branch of multi-valued logic based on generalization of classical logic and the fuzzy set theory proposed by the American mathematician Lofty-Zadeh in 1965 to formalize fuzzy knowledge characterized by linguistic indeterminacy. But the basic of fuzzy models of automated control systems are fuzzy logic regulations used to create various automated control systems. The control systems of complex dynamic systems, H, at the head of the fuzzy logic regulations are models of fuzzy logic. It is models of fuzzy logical connectivity and inference rules. The following scheme of linguistic description in common for logic, fuzzy logics, regulator based on fuzzy production processor. This transition into fuzzy value is fuzzy fear, fuzzy, and fuzzy logic bundle. The compositional inference rules and conversion operators in the clear values, its defuzzifications, defuzzifiers. The main stage of the design of intelligent fuzzy regulator is the creation of the knowledge base, its rule base, using the method of representations and knowledge retrieval. Construction of fuzzy multiple model of intelligent management of the example of supporting process consisting of 4 indicators. It's this 4 indicators. The indicator, the degree implementations of corrective and preventive actions consists of 2 indicators. Inputs and outputs can be denoted by the set. We will use LR type function as function of the term set average, and in formula 3 here is a standard fuzzy logic scheme. Okay, this is rule bus, first level and second level. We use low, average, and high degree of proper function of process. Okay, the following in the testing of the second level of the management systems performance evaluation model, since relative error does not exceed sigma, does not exceed 5%, we can conclude that the development rule base are adequate. It's building. It's a testing model, our model, multiple model of intelligent management of production process. It's all. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you for Miss Sarah for sharing your knowledge. Yeah, and then for our audience, if you wanna ask question, you can write in the chat or you can raise in your hand. Thank you.
Okay.
We have two questions from our audience. I will write in the room chat, Miss.
Okay.
You can see.
Where is the chat? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Where is the chat? Ah, okay. What will happen to companies that do not implement the right information systems? Yes. Okay. It's I think of course it is impossible to create universal systems for every enterprise. Business process as different, but we have highland common process and can later be adapted to the need of the enterprise. We create the information systems and testing in of the Kazakhstan enterprise. That second questions, the formula that requires that match data input is a software that helps the calculation. Yes, the formula is we use MATLAB systems and we put the model and we our system is integrated to the enterprise and we put good result. What is the role of industrial automation in the manufacturing industry? Okay, it's creation of quality management systems. It's a main task to any enterprise. Is in modern requirement of expansion of competition, that is the transformation into a global basic on such and of the enterprise to be in making meeting the systems of the world level. In the
Okay, thank you, Miss. I think we don't have no more question again from our audience. Okay, I continue this session to closing, Miss. Okay, thank you for.
Is our system we propose to multi-systems is it is four model, ontological model. It is okay. Can you see slides?
Yeah, we can see your slide.
Okay. This is model. They our business process, and we use fuzzy model. We use there. It's our business process. It's not universal for any enterprise. There we use average model, ontological model, yes, and we use statistical control process. It's sugared maps and fuzzy logic. It will be it's model not universal, but it's must used. Okay.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Toybayeva Shara, for sharing your knowledge with us.
Thank you.
Excuse me, sir. Can we have like a picture together for documentation, maybe? Just a moment, please. I will say one. And yeah, is it enough? Yeah. Which, okay. Thank you for Dr. Sarah for sharing your knowledge with us. I hope this event will be will be beneficial for our audience, and I hope we can meet again at other event in the future. Yeah, thank you so much for coming
Thank you.
in this.
Thank you too.
Thank you so much, me, Doctor. Goodbye. See you soon.
Bye. Bye.
Suaranya masih mute, Mbak.
Oke, sekarang dengar nggak? Oke, sorry, headsetku ternyata belum ini. Bagi audien yang belum absen, silahkan absen terlebih dahulu. Dan sebelum meninggalkan acara pada siang hari ini, boleh kita foto bersama dengan menyalakan kamera masing-masing. Mohon yang belum menyalakan kameranya dinyalakan terlebih dahulu. Saya hitung dari 1, 2. Oke, sepertinya masih ada yang mau ini on cam. Wait. Ditunggu terlebih dahulu. Oke, saya mulai 1, 2, 3. Wait,
Wah, banyak
ya. Sekali lagi. Boleh bergaya, boleh. Senyum, Bapak Ibu. Ya, 1, 2, 3. Ya, thank you. Terima kasih yang udah hadir di acara siang hari ini, yang mau meninggalkan room diperbolehkan. Saya kira acaranya sudah. Saya ucapkan terima kasih. Selamat beraktivitas kembali.